Kiwis Against Morality, how do you come up with the idea, and then just give us a few minutes of taking us through that 5 or 6 weeks, which was, I know, because I was in there, it was madness. 5 or 6 weeks from woe to go, thinking of the idea, getting a Kickstarter campaign up, designing everything, getting it printed, packaged, couriered out. 6 weeks, way to go. That's just amazing.
Yeah. Essentially, people have always been asking us for New Zealand versions of party games. The rest of the world gets their own versions of things. And last year we did run a product which was New Zealand related, which wasn't ours, and it went really well. So yeah, it was early November. We were just kind of sitting down, we're having a coffee, and we're thinking, man, like what things can we do? And we said, well, how hard is it going to be to make this game Kiwis Against Morality? Yeah. So we just got on the phone quickly. We called a printing company. We said, look, we want to make a pack of 150 cards in a little box. How hard is that going to be? And they said, oh, piece of piss, we're going to have it done in 2 weeks. And we thought, we're early November. Surely we can't get it out before Christmas. We said to them, if we had the designs, to you next week, could you have them done in 2 weeks? They said, yeah, we could do it. So then it was just a case of our graphic designer mocked up a quick picture of a box. We put it on Facebook. We said, look, is this something you guys want? And within like about an hour, we'd had about 700 people comment back saying, yeah, they wanted it, they needed it. And I'm just going through my notes at the moment. And yeah, we took a stab and said, look, maybe we should make these 700 units. So we decided we were going to Kickstarter it. So we needed to fund it somehow. We worked out we needed about $5,000 to make these first 700 units. So all we did, we made this Kickstarter page. It was super easy. We put a photo of what the box was going to look like up, and we put it out to our audience. We were fully funded within 4 hours. So our goal was $4,500. We wanted to get it in 10 days. And yeah, we got it in 4 hours. And so this is the next day after coming up with the idea. So Monday morning, we came up with the idea because we were just trying to plan out what to do with the week. On that Monday, we got a graphic designer to mock up a box, and the printing company said, yeah, we can print 700 of them within 2 weeks, and it'll cost you this much. The next day, we're up, we're live on Kickstarter, and we're fully funded within 4 hours. And Ben and I just kind of looked at each other, and we're just like, oh, fuck.
Now we've got
this is yeah, this is happening. And once we posted that Kickstarter as well, we started getting calls from the media, and it just was really blowing off. And we said, oh, well, our goal was $4,500. Imagine if we hit 20. And fast forward 10 days later, we closed out on about 45,000. So I think we were just under 1,000% of our fully funded goal. So that 10 days for us was working out, well, what's the game actually going to look like? What's the content going to be? How are we going to make this? And then we realized pretty quickly we were going to have to make more than 700. I think we'd pre-sold about 1,400 by that point, and we had a bunch of major retailers hitting us up for stock. And the printing company at this point, I think, hated us because we'd gone from saying we need to make 700 to, we first upped our order to 3,000, then we upped it to 5,000, then we upped it to 7,000 for the full production run. We still told them they had to deliver early December. And I didn't believe they'd do it. I had my doubts, but yeah, they pulled through. We didn't actually have enough stock to wholesale out to anybody, so we kept it all within GameKings and the Kiwis Against Morality site. And yeah, so I think all up in December, we received most of our stock. We sent out just over 5,000 orders. That's on top of what we were already doing at GameKings, like with our super busy season as well. Mm-hmm. So we employed 7 people full time just to come in packing orders. Like Ben, myself, our marketing team, the marketing girl, we were all working every day packing orders. And yeah, that gets us to about here. We're beginning of January now. We've only got a tiny bit of stock left, and it'll all be gone in the next few weeks.
Now, there was another little post-release thing that you did in and around Kiwis Against Morality, which was, again, one of those little things that I look at and I think, how the do you think about that? It was just another little stroke of genius to keep the engagement, keep people going on board, create those true fans that you guys have really, really got. Tell us about your the letter you sent out.
So once we, decided we were making 7,000 packs, and we'd already, we'd pre-sold just under 2,000. We needed to work out how we were going to sell the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided we had a pretty sizable marketing budget, and we just said, fuck, how are we going to spend this? And so this is how our thought process worked. We were sitting in the office, we were having a few beers, and we were thinking, do we do something traditional? Do we look at doing something on TV or something on radio? And then one of the guys who was in the office with us literally said, nah, you may as well just be burning money. Mm. And then I was like, fuck, should we just burn some money? And then turns out that's illegal and immoral, because I was willing to set $5,000 on fire just for a video and say we couldn't be bothered doing TV ads. We figured we'd just set money on fire because same result. Legal to burn money. So we needed to work out how we could get rid of $5,000 in a unique way. And then we remembered that we had all these Kickstarter supporters, and we said, well, why don't we just give them the money and just give them some money back? Well, that's kind of funny. And then we decided, why don't we pretend to employ, offer them, every single one of them, a job and pay them $5 a year. So every single Kickstarter backer, and there's 1,400 of them, they all got one of these letters here. And there's $5 inside every single one of these letters. And it was really difficult to get out almost $6,000 of $5 notes, because I had to go into the bank and just say, hey, can I have I think I asked for $6,000 in the end of $5 notes, and she just laughed at me and said, buy. And I was like, oh, I told her, and she's like, that's stupid. And then, so I went around all the banks in town, and I kind of got like $2,000 from there, $2,000 from there, $2,000 from there, and I ended up with this huge stack of $5 notes. And then the letter says, dear Kickstarter backer, I'm pleased to offer you the opportunity to be part of our brand ambassador program at Kiwis Against Morality. Now, I'm guessing you weren't expecting to get a job opportunity with your new game, so I better explain what the fuck's going on here. And then I essentially say, we couldn't work out how to spend money, so, we're going to hire you all as brand ambassadors for $5 a year. And we give them a bunch of things they can do. Get out there. Firstly, you better be making an Instagram story about how cool your new job is. Update your LinkedIn and Facebook job titles to brand ambassador at Kiwis Against Morality. And a surprising amount of people did that. It was strange. We asked everyone to email us with their full name, a headshot, and a bio, so we can add them to our team page on the website. And then just told them to, track down Max Key and get a selfie with them holding the game, or anyone else who's in the game. And then we said, if for some crazy reason you don't think you're up to the task and feel guilty about holding onto that $5 note, please donate it to one of the following community organisations. And just gave them a bunch of charities I could give the money to. And then we had our lawyer write a little disclaimer at the bottom, just saying it was a joke, but please do get out there and promote the game.